Who are like some of your favorite wrestlers growing up to watch? Because I mean, that was a hot time back then.
My first favorite was Essa Rios. I don't know if you played like WWF No Mercy on the
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo
Yeah, I've heard of
64 back
him.
then.
Remember him.
But when I played, I would play. I went to a daycare, and all the kids were obsessed with wrestling. So one kid, he brought his copy of No Mercy, and he was The Rock. Someone else was Kane. Someone else was Triple H. Someone else was all the top guys. So I had to like go through and kind of find who was cool to me. And I saw the guy with the flame pants, and that's who I liked as a kid. So Essa Rios was my first guy that I loved. I will never not call him out just because I was like, that's my first favorite wrestler. Like, I feel it's disrespectful to not name him.
Yeah.
But other than that, like my as I started to like understand what wrestling was, uh, I started to gravitate towards anyone who would make me laugh or anyone who would make me feel. Whether it was wow, that's cool, or like I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but I really think you're cool. Like I really like you. It's beyond the moves, it's beyond that. Like there's something about you to where I'm a fan of you. And that's how I feel like a lot of people feel about The Rock or
Mhm.
Stone Cold. You're like, I don't know, man. Like there's just something about you. You're just really cool. It's not even that you're funny or you're this or you're that. There's
Mhm.
something about you. And it was guys like Eddie Guerrero. It was guys like John Cena. And like as a kid, like Chris Benoit, there was something about him. Kurt Angle, and of course there was the guys that were at top. The Rock, Undertaker, like Kane, Stone Cold, all those guys. Like I loved them, but there was something for me that the guys on the rise, or the guys that you'd see them every once in a while. You're like, hey, okay, it's cool to see you, Taka Michinoku. Like that's cool. I like Kai and Tai. Whenever you get those guys, those were kind of my favorites because like, hey, what's happening with those guys? And then they show up randomly. Or Steve Blackman. Like I really liked him. Like as a kid, almost everyone was my favorite, but I narrowed it down.